actually at 6:30, so it'll be in a couple of minutes. I am going to take a second to advertise a bit, make sure people know that we have started. So yeah, this is going to be session 2. You guys excited?
Very, very hype.
I'm super excited.
Everything is slow.
Are you guys looking at the stream right now?
I'm bringing it up.
I'm in it.
Oh my god, hey, that's me.
Hey, my fiance really wants me to show off the Hulk.
Oh, I can hear the stream. I don't know where it went though.
So there's the Hulk right now.
Oh, there it is.
It's doing great, not being visible. So, yeah, that's a bit of fun for today.
We do love the Hulk.
I'm looking at myself in the stream doing what I just did in like 1280p. It was a slideshow of me just My Wi-Fi is not happy with me right now, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have almost everything closed. Like everything is closed.
Okay, looks like we got a few people watching us. Very excited. We're gonna get started here in just a moment.
Very goodly.
Very goodly doodly.
You ever like
Everything
chat
is
GPT?
Twitch stream.
Great googly moogly.
Everything is Twitch stream.
Test or something. No.
Okay. Awesome. And post it on Instagram, and then we're good to go.
Certifiable Instagram event.
I hear you're listening to me, my love. For those of you who are just tuning in, my fiance is hanging out with us in the living room. So she's going to try her best to kind of listen in without interrupting because she's awesome. But she also kind of wants to participate. But we'll see how that works.
Ooh, recruiting. Ooh.
What's that?
We're recruiting now.
Right.
Ooh.
We are recording. We're streaming. Started. It's great. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, dude! I gotta say, this is all I've been thinking about since last week.
Oh my god.
So today's session, weekend at Finster's. We are making our way towards Finster's Finds. Just a heads up, Kiryu will not be joining us today. They are not feeling well. So they currently have a 404 error code as they are getting themselves checked on by their mechanic Enzo, who lives within the city of Callias. Hopefully you guys will make a do without him. But he has every intention of coming back. So, yeah, no need to worry too much about him. Great. So you guys are leaving the tavern that you were at Make It Manashine, featuring all sorts Manashine, sorry. No, Manashine. It's Manashine. I almost feel like I should just end up calling it Manashine because it's just easier for my brain to think about it like that. But I particularly decided to be Manashine. Shine. Oh my god!
Whatever blows your hair back.
Yeah, for real.
Your hair back, right? Okay. So anyway, whatever the case of how we're
Sasha's in
going to
the chat.
pronounce
Sasha's in the
is,
chat.
Sasha's in the chat.
Certifiable Sasha alert.
And for those of you watching the stream, we actually have it where you can actually see the chat on the stream now. We're fancy like that.
Do we?
I also, yes, we do. I
I'm
also
give it up
have
for Colin.
this.
Give it up for Colin. He figured it out.
Uh-huh.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you very much.
Big
Thank
hype,
you.
big hype.
I really appreciate
Big
it.
boy stuff. He's done some big boy stuff.
Let's see. Thank you, Lethal Accelerant. Much appreciated. I made it work. I sure did. So anyway, as we get started, you guys left Make It Managing to make your way to Finster's Finds. Your current quest is to prepare for a heist to try to steal the gem atop the staff of the court wizards, staff. Quick question: are you able to hear her as she's talking on the phone?
Yeah.
Slight
Slightly.
Okay. My love, could you go in? I'm sorry. I love you. I'm
I
trying
love
to
you
be.
too.
I'm trying to
Aw,
be big
thanks.
professional. You can come back when you're done. Well, I'm sorry. Well, then come back. Whatever. Anyway,
What's
so you
that?
guys
What's that on? What's that ninja tweet where he's like, I can't remember.
anyway. Yeah. So anyway, you're making your way down there, down the streets of Callias. You find yourself down a particularly busy one. Errol, let me know if you want to take any specific routes through, run into anything specific. There are certain streets that are designated for stands and vendors, so long as they have permits and such. Some that tend to avoid kind of touristy stuff and will just have residential. Some that are more seedier back alleys that may or may not run into somebody interesting. There's a lot of paths. It's a big city. If not, take the main way.
Is there a possibility that there's people I would know if I go down like a back alley?
It is possible, though. Again, since you've been gone for roughly 5 years, you do not know who's going to be around. So it's debatable. But I might, roll to see what happens.
Okay, could we take the back route and just see if there's anyone I know?
Sure thing. Let me roll percentile. Do any of you guys object to taking a back alleyway?
I know
Aside-
nothing about this city.
Aside from making a snide comment about
I'm all right.
the delightful smell of the sight of the tour that she's giving us, not really.
So, do you want to give them a little tour? Do you want to tell them a little bit about the place you're going, or is it going to be kind of heads down? I mean, especially since you're taking more of a back alleyway. Or any tips as to not get mugged?
The bird above is going to keep an eye out, at least for my sake.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
Can you roll a perception check for your bird?
I absolutely can. Thomas the Hawk, let's get
Thomas
into
the
it.
Hawk.
He's got a
Tomahawk.
path.
Thomas the Hawk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
11.
Don't
I'm not
even.
gonna-
I will ban you.
Which is worse than
Hawk to
his
it, he's nuts. Sorry.
Ah!
Oh no, we've got.
Oh,
Lord, my mama said I had to go
You
home.
Hawk, you will be kidding me.
Oh no, I gotta go
Hawk
home.
to it, my tatas.
Oh man. Oh man.
Question for those of you watching: A, sorry, just throwing that out there. B,
I'm
how
Hawk
have our
3.
levels as far as speech and
I'm Hawk 3.
volumes?
Oh.
Because I want to make sure that, because last stream I was a little too quiet and we had a couple of other people who are a little too loud. So I just want to make sure that we are on good levels here. So that way, you guys can understand what's being said. Because I couldn't understand what I was saying.
It's okay, nobody else can either.
It's all right, says Lethal Accelerant. Thank you very much. Okay. Great. Okay, so you make your way down kind of the back alleys, winding through. Definitely not the most direct route, but you find a bit of speed in the fact that you're not being hindered by anybody kind of getting in your way. There are some slight residential spots that you kind of run into, but people are not really finding themselves outside or they're at work. You see some people who you do not recognize kind of hunched over garbage cans kind of picking through those, some trash in the streets, and there is a specific route that you were wanting to take that is currently blocked off by city guard. You cannot really see much of what's going on. Nate, what was the perception check?
It was an 11 for
11.
the roll. His
So
passive is 16.
Fair
like,
enough. I think it's
so
fair
11.
to fair enough.
Yeah.
No one's trying to sneak up on you per se. So you might get some glances and such. As for you, Errol, while you might not recognize some of these people, it does seem like people recognize you and talk about you in whispered tones and seem very nervous about your presence. As far as the blocked off alleyway, Thomas Hawk is able to see that there is quite a few, about 5 city guard in the area, and 1 or 2 other individuals that seem dressed for a different type of job, still professional, but seems like you would deduce probably detectives of some kind. And there may or may not be a body, but it's hard to say. It could also just be some other things. So, Errol, you do not notice. You just see the guards kind of just asking you to keep along your way.
Question: is there any way, without being seen, that I can try to see what they're protecting or blocking?
I would ask for let's do another perception check, and we'll just see how you're able to do it. How well you're able to kind of peek through them.
All right. That would be all right. That's a natural 1.
Oh, they've got some nice outfits. You see right into their well-toned chests. It seems Errol, volume up a little. Let me take care of that. We were not able to cover that earlier, so Haley, would you mind speaking real quick?
What?
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
That part.
Yeah, that looks good. Great. So, yeah, you're not able to deduce much of anything. It does seem like something may be going on here. Anyone else find this interesting or yes?
I do. Could I slip away from the sight of the guards for a moment? I'd like to wild shape into an ant.
An ant. Okay. First of all, do a stealth check.
Stealth check. Where is my stealth? That is 13.
Okay, that's good enough for me. As you round a corner, you burst into a confetti of wildflowers and autumn leaves, and suddenly appears itty bitty ant. Now, question: how hard are you going to be running to get to this situation as an ant?
I'm going to be going at about normal ant march speed.
Great. So in a couple hours, you'll be able to find the body. I'm gonna.
Probably a bit faster than
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I know. You're fine. I'm just giving you shit. So you guys notice your compatriot rounding the corner, basically disappearing. If any of you guys have any experience with druids and wild shape, let me know. Otherwise, this is gonna be kind of mysterious. Ooh, we have a new follower. Thank you, J Tara. 105.
Hey,
So
congrats.
guess-
Welcome to the army.
I'm used to weird
The
shit.
blue army.
I wouldn't say druid stuff in particular.
Fair enough.
So, you know,
do-
the
Yeah.
elf going teleporting through the autumn roads before is like, yeah, he'll just
Yeah.
do that.
Fair enough. It does appear like they just disappeared because now they're ant sized, and not many people are just gonna track disappearance to ant. This is a city. So anyone else want to investigate, or are you just cutting your losses thinking he just left you guys?
I mean, did he not?
Actually, Colin, can I try to stealth?
100%. Tell me what your plan is.
Is there okay? Is there Are there any like nice
What-
shadows or spaces?
What I can imagine you doing is, since they've got this spot pretty walled off, it doesn't quite matter what shadow you hide in. It's not going to help you too much, especially since they have a pretty good. But what you could do is find your way to the top of the building and peer over. So there are, your standard kind of like fire escapes that you can find yourself up. You'll just have to be stealthy, or you can do that, or you can scale the wall. If you choose to go up the ladder, you'll make a stealth check. If you go up the wall, you'll make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Let's go the stealth route.
Okay. Because I have every faith that you can climb a ladder, but I have not a ton of faith that scaling a wall would be. I mean, but also the fire escapes can be kind of loud. Joe, it seems like Sasha has a question about your little guy there.
His name is Torb.
Hi, Torb. It's a pleasure.
Or like Eorn?
Torb.
No, it's just Torb. That's a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
He's a
All
total
right,
switch
so-
around.
I'm gonna switch from my hey.
Am I
If
just
you're
rolling
watching
a
it
stealth
live,
check?
watch this. It's happening live.
I'm glad we can keep paying attention. Oh my gosh, it's Flo. So anyway,
Yeah.
what was the roll?
Let me roll for it. 15.
15. Let's see where they're at. One of the guards does notice you. So what are you gonna so one guy completely just like not thinking, just kind of he's like scratching his back a little bit, just like the other guy's like kind of gives a look over to you, and before he can say anything, he's just like, what do you do? I'm giving you a second to figure out how to do something before he alerts anyone else.
Is he like looking at me and trying to talk to me?
He's about to basically just be like, hey, what you doing?
Okay, I will say oh, hi. I'm working with the city and they sent me here to check out this building. They think it's a bit of a fire hazard. They wanted me to go in and look at it.
Okay. I need you to roll deception.
Okay. Oh god. That is a natural 20.
What's funny is I had them roll history to see if they know who you are. And they rolled really high. So what you see on the face is like immediate recognition and like a grab for the weapon. And you say that and they're like question themselves. And they're just, yes, you are absolutely allowed out here. I love you super duper much. In both of our living rooms, yes. Anyway. But he just kind of hesitates, questioning his own life. I'm gonna have him do a quick insight check. Rolled a 2. So yeah, he just kind of gestures over to his buddy, just like, don't worry about it. Natural 20 came in clutch. Is that discount Sung Wukong?
It is the Monkey King.
Okay, well, there's something for everybody to witness now. Okay, so you scale without too much issue. A little bit of frightened there. Nate, you kind of see this going on. Do you have any comments, or how do you want to proceed with this?
I mean, our delightful little tour guide just kind of jumped up on a building. Our elven friend is now gone.
Volknir's playing with Monkey.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yes!
Volknir-
Monkey
always
fun!
At least in his brain, I feel like he's got the little.
Yeah.
Very little.
But
The equivalent of counting sheep, but in like
I just
Counting
imagine like
personified.
the circle, the circle, the loading circle.
yeah, absolute loading screen
Constantly.
energy.
Constantly. That's the
So,
perfect. Yeah,
I
that's the
think-
perfect way of explaining it.
I think Matthias's thing would just be to kind of go up to the guard and be like, "So, like, what's up over there?"
Okay. That is, we are not supposed to talk about that. I'm sorry. If you wouldn't mind just continuing on forward as we conduct business.
So nobody told you that we were sent to help then? They just kind of decided that you were going to take care of it on your own?
Well, first of all, we are the city guard. This is our
Okay, yeah,
job.
this is kind of bigger than them, but okay, fine. You know, whatever.
Well,
If you want to go back to the Sunday hall at the end of the day and get your ass yelled at and I get a day off, great for me.
roll deception.
Absolutely. Pretty good at that one. Hey, pretty good. Can't overcome a shit roll, though. So, well, that's pretty cool. I rolled an 8. And so the end of that one then for deception ends up being 14. So
they're not quite buying your shit. So it's just like, so I'm curious what the end goal is here because we're dealing with something right now. You're wasting our time.
You're in the way, and there's like detectives over there, and like maybe a body. And honestly, I need the work. So like, sorry for lying, but like, I kind of figured that if I did the work, I would get paid anyway. You know, fresh off the boat and all that.
That's usually not how that works.
Fresh off the boat and all that.
So you're new to Callias then?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this how you do things where you're from?
Waterdeep? Yes.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah. There's a lot of murders to go around. You can just kind of do what you want as far as solving them, and they give you money for it at the end. It's great.
Well, that's not exactly how we do things here. If you're looking to assist the city and you're not an official member of the city's guard or any associate thing like that, you would be an adventurer with registered with the Adventurers Guild. If you go there, they can give you quests and you can get plenty of work and money.
And my way to get there is through this alley, or
no?
Also,
there happened to be
this was a murder, right?
I have not said anything about a murder. You're the one who
didn't say that it wasn't.
And I didn't say it was an orange either.
Well, yeah, but
was it yellow?
The orange is way less relevant.
That is fair, but also it could have been an orange.
You know what? So, out of game and all that, right?
Uh-huh.
He is fully stalling for time in the hopes that somebody else does.
No, this is great. This is great. No, it's you're like
continue
teetering on the edge of pissing them off enough to just tell you to F off, but like you clearly, since you're off the boat, they're like kind of trying to help out a little bit. So, there's some mix there. Volknir, before I go back to some of the other characters, what are you up to during these shenaniganery?
I'm having a grand old time by myself.
Great. Man, such a
Way
kind
with
of
words.
self-involved guy. Like last time you didn't want to share information. Now you're just kind of hanging out. Are you shy, my guy?
Volknir does not get shy. Volknir goes forward.
Great. Anyway, so Ant marching on. We are marching ants. We are marching. Actually, do an animal handling check.
Animal handling, understood. I will handle myself.
Well, don't say that too loud or often.
17 total.
Okay, so as you're marching on, you notice a small train of ants following you, as they tend to like to follow whatever's in front of them. You now have a small army of ants.
This is the best day of my life. We're just gonna, now that we have an army, we're gonna speed up a bit and get closer to that body.
Okay, you turn the corner and you're starting to make your way. As you do that, Errol, you make your way to the top, and you peer over. You will see people are crowded over what does clearly appear to be a body. And you good there, Volknir? Or are you doing?
I hit my funny bone.
Ooh. Ha 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 ha. Obligatory laugh at funny bone. Ha 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 ha.
Actually, out of game, I hit my elbow.
I just like. Here's gonna be the funny thing. You're like the whole, Volknir cried wolf, because you're doing a bunch of random stuff over here. So you just go, like doing the whole like Peter Griffin, like, ah. Ooh. And I'm just like, okay, he's just doing a bit. And I'm going to have you do a quick investigation check.
Me?
Yes. But
Okay.
now, again, they're crowded around. You see two detectives looking over, vaguely just human. Nothing too distinct about them. But what you get?
11.
There's a decent pool of blood on the ground, kind of coalescing closer to the head of the dead body, but that's all you can necessarily discern. You do hear them having conversations, very hushed whispers, kind of in regards to it, saying that this is not the first time this has happened. And it seems they're investigating a string of murders in this same kind of way. Corsarios, you are approaching. I do not need you to make a stealth check because they are not that worried about ants. I'm going to have you do, or what do you plan on doing as you approach the body?
Partly just listening in, but also I'd just like to try and get one, get their face, and two, if at all possible, I'd like to see if I can't discern the cause of death here.
Yes, absolutely. So as you approach, now you are at an interesting angle where you need to basically climb up on top of the body in order to see the wound. As you approach this mountain of a creature, perspective you're not super used to, but obviously you understand, having wild shaped plenty of times in your past. So you march on with your army of ants as you climb up the shoulder of this behemoth, seemingly dark, kind of ashy complexion, pointed ears, and white hair. You notice that they wear an outfit that's very tactical, and very made of materials. I'm gonna say a history check real quick.
History, you got 19.
From the Underdark.
That part is
materials,
sticky. I could not be
specifically deep growth leather.
Deep what leather?
Deep growth. It's a Underdark equivalent of like a cow or like a ram. It's Underdark cattle. So it's a type of leather of very, very well crafted. This seems to be a drow elf that has a single wound directly through the head, almost like a gunshot. Now, you guys do not have guns, but there is no evidence.
We don't have guns? Are you kidding me?
No.
Right here. Volknir's got guns.
You are now under arrest for possession of guns in the greater area of Callias. In fact, they are very serious about this. So you're detained. Sorry. Just kidding. You are actually, for possessing guns and with this particular source of injury, you are the first suspect. Anyway.
Guns.
Any identifiable markers? Not like outside of the leather. Does he wear like a badge of a guild or something like that?
It seems that they give me 1 second. They have a bracelet that has a crest on it, one of a sundered moon, and the actual band of it has what appears to be almost tentacles. I would ask you do another history check. I'm not going to ask you to do a history check. You do not recognize this.
This will be brought up to the party later.
Yes.
I'd like 100%. To get the hell out before the 10 minutes of my wild shape are up.
Fair enough. It is getting close. You are ant after all. You do have this nice little train behind you. I'm gonna see if they perceive this, or if they do. They see a bunch of ants and kind of shoo you away, but aren't too worried. But they're just like, it's kind of weird.
Gonna get to a spot like behind the corner.
Oh my god!
Okay, gotcha. Errol, you do not see ants because they're itty bitty. What do you do with kind of like what you figured out? Do you want to try to do anything else? Nate, I think you're probably just distracting them. We'll get back to you in a second.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if I came down that other side of the building, like where the people are investigating, they would know something's wrong right away.
They would find it very weird and suspicious. First of all, people tend not to exit their houses on the outside, or at least the homes, the structures, whatever kind of buildings they're in, unless there is an actual emergency. Also, people tend to have the understanding that if something is being locked down by a city guard, they don't want to be a part of it.
Cowards.
So if, per se, someone were to, they would find that highly suspicious.
Okay. Yeah, I guess all right. So do you think are they probably going to move the body before like nightfall?
Yeah, if they leave, the body's gonna leave.
All right. I'll go back.
Okay,
to the
fair
group.
enough. Matthias, what are we up to?
Mostly just like rounding out the conversation as best I can, and then
So you say you're from
backing on up.
Baldur's Gate, correct?
Waterdeep, I think
Waterdeep,
is the place I went for, but not that it matters too much. I personally, as a player, don't know much about either.
Fair enough. I'm just the most familiar with Baldur's Gate. I have a cousin from Baldur's Gate.
Oh, well, many folks do. Big city,
Sure
lots
is.
going on with that mind flayer
Small
thing.
world.
Like, yeah, kind of weird.
Well, welcome to Luzandril. If you ever have any questions, you can head to the guild hall. We'll have plenty of people who can assist you. Otherwise, the council's building has plenty of materials and such for new people. If you want to get official documents, if you're planning on living here long term.
Yeah, so would be cool. And what's your name again? Like when I go sign up at the court place, I can drop your name, right? Like
Janice Othan.
Janasa fan. Cool. I appreciate that. All right, well, I guess I gotta go around the other way because I thought I was going this way, but I'm not going this way because you all are right there, and I get
Where
it.
are you trying to get to? As this conversation continues on, Errol deftly makes their way back down. Corsarios just barely books it to another corner, pops out a wild shape. You notice the couple of ants kind of around you, and you having keen sense of animals and such, they look very confused. If you feel like communicating anything with them, you can. Otherwise, they're going to simply disperse.
I don't have speak with animals prepared. I will, however. I still have a couple more good berries.
Okay, so
We're
you're
gonna
gonna
put those on the ground for them.
Are you gonna drop all of them or just one?
We're gonna go 2 for the ants.
Roll an animal handling check. Volknir, everyone's kind of coming back together. 16, very nice. They seem to very much enjoy it.
Oh.
What are you up to when people kind of start coalescing again?
I follow the group because where they go, I go too.
Yeah, so for a moment, like while you guys are all doing everything, you notice Volknir just kind of like full TV static, just like completely
I notice
phased
you,
out.
and I go.
Yeah, just he's there, just not quite there. And now he kind of comes back to you guys come together,
but not quite.
I'm gonna assume that Errol's kind of gonna guide them down the way she was originally intending. It's like, bye, have a good one, enjoy your travels.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Goodbye, new friend.
Once we're out of earshot, I got a closer look at the body.
Was it cool?
It was. Was mostly just curious. It had a. He just like mimes a hole. It had a hole in it that went right through. I don't know what may have caused it, but he also had a bracelet. It looked like a sundered moon, had tentacles all over it. Likely from some corner of the Underdark from what I saw. I don't know if anybody else would know what it is, but figured we're working together for a while. Get words. Put forward what you wish to do. So honesty. Looking directly at Arrow.
So, Arrow, real quick, I'm going to ask you to roll a history check. I will say it's going to be a hard DC because this particular deal is not very well known, even to you, who is very well known of things.
Okay. 11.
Yeah, you do not recognize it. You understand that it is definitely tied to something Underdark related, and may have something to do with some historical event or something. But as of now, you just don't have enough information to piece anything together.
Okay.
Yeah, so seems you're being confronted. Corsair is looking directly at you, just like,
Wait, why am I being confronted?
Corsair, do you want to reiterate?
He said, well, I'm putting forth what I wish to give. Honesty. And then look directly at you.
Well, I'm very proud of you for being honest. And then I kind of just walk away.
I just like the idea that Corsarius has this super smug look on his face, and then you're just like, all right, bye.
More just I'd say it's closer to just staring at not quite daggers, but damn close.
Okay, great. So you guys make your way. You come out of the back alleys, back onto Breacher's End, where Finster's Finds is. As you kind of approach, you go past some other kind of streets that you would have passed by, one of which showing off some of the stalls and stuff that you missed, including one full of potatoes and one with some satyrs and such. Anyways, you make your way over to Finster's Finds, positively bustling. It being early enough in the day, some people are coming in to get necessary gear for their travels. Some adventurers like to come here because of the odds and ends they can usually find. But a lot of more honest adventurers and honest individuals tend not to like to come here because they're worried about how things are sourced.
Colin, can you check the text I just sent you real quick?
Through Discord or through text?
Just phone. Cool.
So, what would you like to do? Okay, go for it. Volknir is going to return to, static.
Placeholder.
Going static mode.
Yeah. Errol, you're taking the lead.
Sure. Can I talk to whoever the proprietor is of this establishment?
You 100% can. As you walk in, you find a fairly decent-sized building with just items galore. Have you guys ever been to a resale store?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Or like a overstock kind of deal? It is fairly cluttered, but like in a organized chaos sort of way. Everything kind of has its place. Things are grouped by certain types or uses. There's a box literally labeled unorganized, so it's just got like things spilling out of it, all kinds of different items. And at the sort of desk where it's kind of like jewelry or pawn shop jeweler style, you've got these glass ornate boxes with all types of items. You've got like rings, necklaces, bands or bracelets, knives, lots of pocket knives. Always pocket knives at these places. I don't get it. And books, scrolls, wands, just like literally anything you could think of is here. Just need to ask. So, and you find the proprietor, the one who runs the store, Finster, a fairly average sized kobold running around all giddy like, kind of talking to his various customers and seeing what it is he can help with. It's like, yes, oh, I can help you out here. Yes, okay, he's doing that, and you go up to him.
Hello.
Hi, yes, hello. I am Finster. Welcome to my shop. How can I help you?
I was wondering if I think you might be able to help me with some supplies, but first.
Ooh, yes. You usually don't work with other people. Are these your friends?
Yes.
Yes,
Hi.
you can.
Welcome. More people. I
Fair.
can sell stuff too. Hi. Oh, we have tons of items and such. You might be interested. Just ask.
What have you got that's like old writing?
Old writing, like
Yes.
ancient texts. So, pre war or post Illithid War?
Um, you know, I'm not from around here, so any of the language would be new-ish
No
to me,
wonder
and
I do
that's
not
what's of
recognize you. That
interest.
is fair
So-
and fine. Let me see if I can find something. I'll be right back. Dips below the the bar or the desk. You kind of hear, skittering, scattering stuff. Things kind of get flown about. It's like, I've got a book right here on ancient Arcadia. This was an ancient civilization that existed well before the Illithid War. Very obsessed with flying. That'll be
Cool.
5 gold.
Yeah. Can I like look at the book? Like, just it has no one's like obviously ripping me off with it.
Yes. It seems to be an old, and I mean old textbook back during the time of Arcadia. Speaking on things that they knew, bits of science. It seems like general knowledge, and speaks to some facts of the time. Very pro the current emperor, speaking down on races such as the Aarakocra, and stuff. But you can glean some
Guess who's
light.
back?
There's like notes in it of like rough highlights or like
Yeah.
underlines.
It's
See?
enough that it's worth to me to read it to just figure out at least a little bit of what's going on.
Great. So transaction.
Yeah. Here.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Kind of jingles it in the hand like he puts it away.
Do
It's like,
you happen to buy items as well?
oh, I buy plenty of items. I
I
procure
would
them in
need-
all sorts of ways.
Yes. Then I
What
would.
Volkir
so
miss?
I
What just happened?
Ah,
have-
big friend. Hi, big friend. Hello.
I don't know where I went, but I went somewhere.
Well, you're back now, and that's what
Do
matters.
you need something
I
for
think it's
that?
called
I
sleep.
have good things for headaches and loss of sense of where you are.
Volknir might need some.
Great. It comes powdered or liquid.
Liquid. Always liquid.
Great. Kind of looks around, presses a
I
button, and pops out a like little drawer. Pulls out this nice shiny vial of multicolored liquid. It's like, for you, 2 gold.
I have an herbalism kit and proficiency in that. Would I be able to identify what this is?
Roll, what is
What
that?
are you giving me?
Roll with your herbalism kit.
Merchant?
So that will be with your wisdom
what-
and
okay.
proficiency. So it is not specifically
21.
named for your, what's up?
21.
Okay, this is a street drug known as Shimmer.
You were trying to poison Volknir.
What are you talking
That-
about? No, shush,
That's,
no. This
you know,
is pure. It is good. All my friends love it. And your friends.
it is also.
You lied to Volknir. You will not see tomorrow.
I did not lie. It is good for headaches. You know where you are.
Friend, what must you say?
I'm
It's
sorry. I did not mean to suggest a unwanted item. I misread. My bad.
Volknir should heal natural. No
Fair
gold.
enough. If you're interested, we have secondhand head mason products.
I said no more.
Moving on. How can I help you
Volknir,
guys?
walk away.
I was actually hoping to sell something. He would
Yes.
take his backpack and pull out a 25-pound hunting trap.
How fun and pointy. What is offer?
Well, I've heard it's normally around 5 gold, but you need to make a tiny profit as well.
Yes.
How does 4 sound to you?
4? No.
4
For silver?
gold.
No.
3 gold, 5 silver.
No.
He will put the hunting trap back in his bag.
How about 7 silver? Best offer. As you said, tiny profit, and that's second-hand item. I cannot sell for full price.
7 silver seems quite low.
How about this? Because I like you, because you're friend, 1 gold. And it seems in good condition. You took care of it well.
5 silver, and you tell me everything you know about the court wizard.
The court wizard? Ooh.
Yes, the court wizard.
Knowledge is important, but I'll take that deal. Hands over 5 silver. It's like, court wizard. He is a fancy magic man who lives in a big tower. Actually, now that I think about it, I might have something you will find very interesting. Kind of dives under again. Pulls out. I have these. He presents 2 tickets that seem to for a counselor's kind of ball. It seems like a benefit / party that's happening in the later end of the week. It's like he will be here, I would imagine. It is going to be basically at his doorstep, and he apparently donated a lot of money to it. So if you're looking to meet him, looking to get to know, just whatever, steal from him, I don't care. You can go here. But these are big ticket items. These go for big money. Not anyone can just get into party.
Volknir has axe. Volknir gets into party.
How much are you selling axe for?
Not selling. Smash.
Ooh, smashing. Good party. Buy now.
How much for the ticket?
Yeah, how much for the tickets?
25 gold per.
Volknir never paid for tickets.
You wouldn't happen to have like a little repeat customer card?
Repeat customer? You first-time customer. Repeat customer for repeat customers.
I just bought a book from you, Ho.
You did. Want another? I also have garden.
He's a robot!
Wait. Can I talk to this guy quick?
Sure. Excuse me, my bad. Are you looking for sidebar? Sidebar is to speak on the side, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Just 1 second. He summons a magic hand, the mage hand, to just kind of poke around and do these things and whatnot. Like, no touchy. Deal with my hand friend here. He's gonna kind of take you over to his little office where and as you go in, it's like all kinds of baubles and trinkets and all sorts of things. As she goes into there, you 3 are left in the shop by yourselves. Well, I mean, there are other people there, but and I will say there is a city guard that kind of is there, seemingly kind of working to make sure no one steals.
He does not seem particularly trustworthy.
No, but he feel like you could expect him to behave in a way, you know? He's at least predictable.
Okay. Let's cut to conversation between him and Errol. So, sidebar, what do we want to talk about? I have not seen you in a while. Hello.
Yes, hello. It has been some time. I have a question for you.
Yes, I have answers. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see.
Would you be willing to give me those tickets if I can procure you some items from the wizard?
Ooh, wizardy items. Hold on. This is an interesting offer. These are big, pricey tickets. Lots of people would like it. And you are guaranteeing that you are stealing from the wizard big time. I see you have more than 2 people.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. 14.
Well, hmm, how about this? You do that, and you owe me one favor.
All right. What
Oh.
kind of favor?
That will be determined when I need the favor. I do not know what the favor is right now. I am very happy with how things are going right now. But I know you, and I know you are very talented at getting things done and stabbing people. So I might need a favor at some point.
All right. I will agree to this.
Fantastic. Also, not the favor. Get them to buy some things, please. I appreciate it.
I will do my best. Oh, another question.
Yes.
That street drug you mentioned.
Right. Shimmer.
Shimmer?
Yes.
Yes. What exactly does it do?
Well, geez, I have not taken it myself. I like to be of clear and capable mind while running
Volkner
the
will
shop.
try it.
You hear from 2 rooms away.
I thought he didn't like the drugs.
Volkner, no drug, not poison.
You know, he's a very strange man.
Fair. It used by people in the Empire for when they look at the sun. Apparently, they can see into different places, different realms, different. I don't know. Apparently, it's quite informative. And people have come out quite changed as a result. But
Give
small
Volkner
doses, relaxing, sometimes traumatic, depends on your tolerance of such things.
I
Could
see
it-
people. I must.
Could it put someone to sleep?
No. If
Could
anything,
we
well,
test
okay.
it first?
What it is known to do at points is disrupt eyesight. Otherwise, they are still technically there, still technically conscious. Take enough of it, you will definitely go to sleep for a time.
Okay.
You know,
How much? How much for? I don't know how much you sell it for.
well,
Like how?
we sell vials of it. If it's liquid form, it can be a little hard to contain. But that you can just sip on the tongue, put in a drink. Nothing too crazy. It's mostly tasteless,
Nothing too
definitely
crazy.
odorless. As far as the dust stuff, many ways that can be consumed. I don't really judge. Some ways have different effects, roughly. You've done drugs before.
Volkner willing to try 14.
Yeah, basically. So I mean, it can get kind of pricey, especially with the crackdowns and such. But about for you, we'll do two gold pieces of vial. For the liquid stuff, and then we've got little baggies that are about 5 silver. That's like a tea bag.
And you would say one vial would do the trick for one person, correct?
For your average sized person, a vial is worth plenty. Sometimes
All
I'd
right.
suggest taking a little bit less than the full vial. It depends on how much you've got going on that day, I would say. That's just what,
Okay,
what they tell me.
I will take one of those.
Great. Do the vial? Just the vial?
Yes.
Okay, great. 2 gold, please.
Okay.
Do
I
you
give him
want
the gold.
another one for your howling friend out there?
Sure. Throw a second one in.
Great. Awesome. So he takes 4 gold from you, hands you 2 of these very, brightly colored, kind of shiny little things. Great. Well, I do need to tend to my store, so thank you for your business. Here are the tickets, and I look forward to seeing what you bring me.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to do business with you.
It has always been a pleasure to do business. I know things got a little rocky in the last year or two, but I assure you, we will do better.
No problem at all.
Great. Skedaddles on back. It's like, yes, anyone who else want to buy stuff, I'm back. Hey, seems like the hand did a good job. Yay.
Give us the old razzle dazzle.
Does like little sparkle, just like. Yes, I.
No, I lost my train of thought.
Huh. Be a tough thing to lose. Those things are big usually.
Yes, I met someone who gave one to a fae once. Very, very hard.
Yes. Fae.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I don't know a fae, but I'm sure they're lovely.
Sometimes.
I don't know. You just gotta be a little careful, cultural sensitivities and all that.
Oh yeah, fae femme, good for them. So, who's buying what now?
Oh, I bought a book. I'm chilling.
Great.
I was overcharged for a book.
So,
I'm
if you guys are looking to steal stuff, we do have good things for that. Otherwise, you can go somewhere else and get an inferior product. But that's up to you.
well, as long as it's up to me.
They're going to look towards area. What would be particularly helpful for something like this? I must confess, I have never been part of something like this before.
Well, it's a little hard to tell because we don't exactly know what we'll be doing to get close to him. I imagine. I mean, I have like lockpicks and stuff already, right, Colin?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have what it says would be thieves' tools.
Are there any like hat of disguise or anything like that? Sure.
So, looking for something to disguise yourself. Well, we've got various different disguise kits, stuff that you face makeup. The scales give it away. Yes. I find it better just hide in plain sight. No one thinks so much about a little kobold. You never know what he could be up to. But as for you, we might have a ring someone here that can help facilitate that, or some scroll. Let me look around. There is a, if you're interested, we have a box of unsorted items which can have just about anything. So you might find something in there. Otherwise, I've got these box of magic cigar drugs. You've seen that. Yeah, so the knockoff graphic tees on the other side. So, yeah, I'll be back.
The cigars, like
The what?
they good?
Oh, cigars? It's like a box of like what seem like very artisanally crafted cigars. Each have this like paper band on it of a different color and with different stamps on it. And yeah, they seem to have kind of like you can kind of like get a whiff of different like herbs and spices that kind of come from them. But if you felt like investigating a little bit further, you could. Otherwise, he claims that they're very special.
Yeah. I would love to investigate further on that one.
Great.
And
Do an
that's-
Arcana check.
Oh, okay, that would work. Otherwise, if it would make life easier, he would absolutely reapply a little bit of a skincare routine.
Yeah, if
Get
you
his
wanted to do that.
back. Yeah. Speaking
Oh,
of makeup, let me just fix myself up quick.
Oh, sure. Just give me a second. But if anything else is interesting to you guys,
I'd like to check that box of unsorted
sure
items.
thing.
Let's see.
So some things that you guys notice is a kind of like a stoppered bottle with ornate kind of like almost like laurel type metalworking surrounding it. It's like one of those with a goopy kind of whitish substance in it, an amulet or I should say a necklace with a keepsake pen, assorted rings, a pair of gloves, and some necklaces.
I'd like to check that ticking amulet out. I know nothing
Sure.
of Arcana at all.
Great. Do you want to check Hana?
I think that I will try Arcana.
Fair enough.
I have a decent enough intelligence.
Okay, let's see what we get.
And my luck is on fire. That's an 18.
Well, there you go. It is in fact magic. It is a. I don't really know what school of magic it would be, but it is known as a clockwork amulet. You do not know what it does, but you know it is fairly decent. Oh, for that, let's see. For that particular item, I saw it before. It was really great, very nice. I would go for 10 gold pieces.
He rubs his chin a bit. That ticking could get rather annoying. I'll tell you what. I'd be willing to buy it for 8.
For 8?
Yes, for 8.
Sure.
Huh? Excuse you. 8.
8 gold.
I think I could be persuaded for 8. Yeah. Let's do 8. We're becoming great friends. 8 works for me.
I will hand him 8 gold.
Thank you very much.
And now all of my money is in silver.
Yes, great. Errol, do you find any of those items particularly interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone got all the interesting stuff.
Well, someone grabbed one of the items.
Yeah, it's taking me a second to ritually cast this.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, to ritually cast it because I
And
can't
you
do it.
too should be able to kind of peer in there and see what might
Actually,
there.
Actually, wait. Can I take a look at that bottle
Yes.
that has the liquid in it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to identify what it is, or does he know what it is?
Do you have the spell identify, or do you just want to roll a comp check?
Well, first I want to ask him if he knows what it is.
If Finster knows what it is, or if okay, it is a legendary item of legendary imports. A prince of a local township sold it to me. Said that he was trying to liquidate his assets. He told me that it is really, really good at healing ailments. So if you were to slather a little bit on a wound or something, apparently it does wonders. That's just what he told me. I didn't think it would be worth testing the product, instead letting someone else get it for a fairly fair price of 25 gold pieces.
Yes. It's a little steep for me, but,
Well, I'm sure we're able to work something out. I know you are doing me a huge favor today, even though I also did you a huge favor. So how about 20 gold pieces?
Oh boy. I'm afraid I can't do that, friend.
That is a-okay. I'm sure there are plenty of items that will work out just for what you need. Matthias, now that you're kind of got that prepped. What are you identify? So this is identify, right, or is this detect magic?
No, this is just detect magic, just to try and
gotcha.
get a little
Fair
bit
enough.
more information on everything in general.
Okay, so you notice there's magic just everywhere. There are definitely plenty of dud items that do not have anything, but there are still a good handful that do. The box of cigars is rife with all different schools of magic,
Oh,
and seems quite potent. As far as the bottle that was picked up, that also seems to have a decent bit of magic to it, though you um you can kind of suss out that it might not be healing properties. So I mean, is there anything else you want to look at in particular?
I was mostly focusing in on the cigars,
Yeah,
because that just sounds like something fun and silly.
fair enough. Those definitely have a lot of potential in them. But you can tell that even if he was being completely fair on prices, it would be expensive.
Um, I'm I've seen him be not hard, like not easy to get to come down on price before, and yet I'm going to try anyway, because why would I ever think that I should learn from
Oh, I
somebody else?
love a good bargain.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So these cigars, they're imported. You said you had a Fey friend, right? They're from the Feywild then?
oh, I don't know Faye. I like I said, I
Oh.
don't know this Faye person. You guys have discussed. That's fine, no problem.
Mhm.
I the days were brought in from overseas. From some, I mean, there's rumors about this. As you can see, it is very ornate. The box itself is very ornate and has a kind of noble crest on it. I
Oh, what's
want
the
you to do a
crest?
history check to see if you might recognize it.
Oh boy. Hey, that's a 19.
It is actually from a noble family in Waterdeep, that is well known for magic and stuff. So this seems to be handcrafted. The box itself, at the very least, you can
Mhm.
assume that the cigars inside it are likely from the same source,
Oh my
and
goodness.
thus has
You
some
have Uncle Dick's cigars.
Uncle Dick's,
No,
like Richard, or I'm
yes,
confused.
yes, my great uncle Richard. He runs a magic shop. These were lifted like 3 years ago. What the? I never thought I'd stumble upon them.
Roll deception.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, there is
Also, I as a human, I do start with inspiration every morning, and
Oh wait, is that a
I,
thing now?
it is as far as
That's what it is in 2024 at least.
Is that the
yeah,
2024 rules? Okay,
yep.
I'll
Is
allow
that
it.
humans get just thing
I
is
did
I
not
was
know that.
going to say, oh, do I need to use that to declare first,
No,
or
I
is
don't.
that
I
a
don't care
human
if you do it after the
okay?
roll.
Because the first one is a 23.
Okay, He's like, oh,
Listen, I don't. I know. I'm sure you didn't know that they were stolen. I get it. I understand. But like, I do feel like it's an obligation of mine to bring them back. And if you want to keep your name out of the name, out of the family dinner table discussion of where they've been all this time, which I do think would be wise for you. Um, we could arrange something. I'm sure.
you drive a hard bargain. 5 gold pieces.
Absolutely.
That's actually an incredibly fair price. That's a very good price for that. Oh well,
So what am I writing down? Magic cigars.
yes, magic cigars. Each of them have different colors. I'll kind of give some more information. There are 9. It seems one's missing. But yeah, there are 9 of them. And I'll tell you, if you were to use them in battle, they'll take a bonus action to use.
Interesting. Well, cool. I'm ready to leave after that fun little lie.
I would like to leave before I end up spending more money than I have. I feel like this man would let me go into debt.
Oh, do know someone who offers loans.
Oh,
I
worst.
I appreciate the offer. I mean, no offense when I say this, I do not trust whoever you know that gives loans.
Oh, fair enough. He's not a trustworthy guy.
I do have a request. I notice I don't see any size 8 ruby slippers on your little tables here. Just if you ever do see any, would you mind like keeping them aside?
Sure. Yes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
100%. I'll keep a close eye on it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
It's really important to someone who I work for.
Not a problem. You enjoy yourselves. Are you still looking at that bottle, or did you anything with that?
No, I'm good on that.
Matthias, did you want to kind of share that he might have been lying about what's in that bottle to Errol?
Oh, did I overhear what they were talking about?
You know what? Fair enough. You weren't paying attention. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, no, I was ridiculing.
Okay. You definitely
okay.
Yeah, sorry, go for it.
Before we leave, does it say on the tickets when this
it is 5 days from now. So your deadline is now 6 days from now. So it is right up to that time. So possibly the people who gave you the job might have known about this event, but didn't want to tell you about it. Or it's lucky happenstance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good otherwise.
Oh no, Volknir, you're black. Sorry, it's a dumb joke.
Huh?
His camera's out, so please play.
Cursed.
Oh, my camera died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
Whew. Thank God. I was worried there for a second.
Every 30 minutes, man. Every 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there anything else that we would need from here, or?
Wait. Does this guy know the court wizard's name, like his actual name?
He did not say. In the chat, or in the little chat you guys had, you could pry a bit, but he might not care very much about the name of this guy.
Would he know it though?
Do you want to ask him?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just ask him.
So you want to know the court wizard's name? Oh,
yes.
Well, Oh, thank you, Sasha.
Volknir must use the restroom.
Oh, by the way, I do want to shout out Diny Kodo, which just makes me think of Dynaco from Cars.
Cars?
Has followed us, and I
Cars?
greatly appreciate it. I don't know how many people are watching
Cars
us right now. Well, let's see. Yeah, what about Flo? Let's see.
Nice, 13.
Volknir will be right back.
13 people are watching us. Wait.
Oh,
okay. Fair enough. 5. Oh, that's so nice. That's so pretty great. Huzzah! Says thank you very much. We're gonna keep playing so you can be entertained. You got a cool Raging Wolf helm as your little thing. Okay, cool. Anyway, great. Huzzah indeed. Okay. Anyway, his name is Sorel Rakur.
Sorel. What's his last name?
Rakur. So it'd be Rackor.
Okay, got it.
Sorel Rakur. Or Rakur.
Awesome.
Yes. Sorry, it took me a second to think about that. I don't think about it very often. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you for shopping at Finster's Finds.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
Anytime. Especially if more of my family's things show up amongst your wares.
Oh, and Sorry,
Anyway,
quick
bye.
question. We're at 20 followers. 20 followers. Yay!
Aw.
Very,
Oh,
very exciting.
Yippee.
Yes. So anyway, what is your business with Mr. Rancor?
Oh,
I don't think you want the answer to that.
I might. That's why I ask. But
I need
mistaken, I don't-
to. I need to return something to him.
Okay. I understand. You have fun returning now.
Oh, I will.
we're gonna
She's a
Bye.
bullshitter, isn't she?
just a nod on the way out. Just a nod.
Okay. Well, now you guys make your way out of Finster's finds, back onto the streets of Callias. Seems like you have a bit more direction as to what you might want to do. Now, obviously, you can attempt to steal it before the event, but it seems like this might be one of the better opportunities for it. You have 2 tickets so far. You would need to find either 3 more or some other way to get into this event. There are some
Wow.
avenues for that. Things have been suggested
One of us
as
can
far.
be an ant.
Yes, for 10 minutes. Yes.
True.
For
I'm
10
going
minutes, I can be an ant. But I feel
That's-
like an ant in a banquet would go more noticed than an ant in the street.
all I'm saying is we can put you inside the hat, and then once we're inside, I can take off the hat, and you can also be inside.
That is fair. That's a good point.
It also does occur to me. Does anyone here have clothes for a fancy gathering? I know I do not.
Yeah. Is there
Folk here
someone?
can go naked.
Okay, Skylar.
Oh God.
Sorry.
But,
That's a bad.
I have fine clothes, but I do have academics robes, so I can kind of, cheese my way through there. Oh, are you casting Blur again?
Yeah, I'm casting Blur. Sorry.
Huh?
I cast on Blur. Can I drop
cast
concentration on this spell, please?
Rizzler.
I do know of somebody of
You know what?
considerable
Colin,
import
you're out of
in the
focus.
town.
I'm
Though
so
I believe that our chances with him may have dried up, at least through the route at the apothecaries.
before you guys continue on this conversation, I am going to use the restroom super quick. Keep discussing plans. Hopefully, this will fix the Blur situation.
Heard.
I know of an archdruid of considerable import within the town. He may be able to give us a couple more, but he shrugs.
I think we can try it. Yeah.
Yes, I would be willing. Less threatening his apprentices this time, please.
Okay, I promise not to threaten them.
I don't.
They turn towards you. That was not a request.
Hmm?
That was
Well,
not a request.
First of all, you said please, and that's already kind of binding, but like.
You are getting stared at.
I'm just gonna stare back.
I'm staring at you.
We all have. If Kiryu popped in right now, all they would see is the 3-way staring match.
Volknir, look. Volknir, see. Yeah. Y'all seen the movie Sinners? It's great. I think it's pretty good.
Well, I ask that the audience at home ignore the pit stains, please. I sweat a lot. Sorry.
Y'all ever seen Morbius?
So, what's the plan?
Oh, hey, Colin's back.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, hey.
Oh my god, hi.
I suggested that perhaps the Archdruid may be able to get us a ticket or two.
Okay. Sounds good. So might go talk to the Radiant Rose. Any other ideas brought up, or does that seem to be the consensus?
Seems to be the best plan we have currently.
Okay.
Yes.
When
Would I know of another spot other than the apothecaries?
You might not, as you've only been in Callias for a bit. Errol would know a bit better. So Errol, I can kind of run down some basic things, but if you want to do a history check to dig a little bit deeper, you might be able to find something. Nate, you don't know shit. Sorry.
yeah, I do have a thought though, and
Yes.
that is when I can get a second,
Right.
I want to yap into the pearl like, hey, so stealing the orb, good track.
Cool. 1 second before I give a response. Volknir, give me a number.
1 through what?
1 through 100. Give me a number.
Volknir like 75.
Great. Errol, what did you roll?
For the history?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. 8. I don't know shit.
Great. Okay. No problem. So 1 second while I refresh myself on some of the storefronts. You. Right. Talk out of my butt. So you know that the Adventurers Guild that can be commissioned for different deals. So when doing a job through them, they will often try to assist by giving you materials that is necessary for said job. Otherwise, there's Callias Curios and Collectibles, which has just a lot of general goods. There is the Head Mason general store or outlet store, sorry, that has Head Mason goods, some of which can be clothing items, but those do not tend to focus purely on the type of wear you would need for this sort of event. It's a place to look for potential references as to where you might go, but the best option probably would be the Adventurers Guild if you're looking specifically for nice clothing or something that could help you blend in. Otherwise, there will be other shops. As far as going to the Radiant Rose and talking to some connections there, that would also be a good way of getting to know more about the area and get some suggestions. They themselves definitely have seamstresses or tailors who can work on clothing if they feel inclined to do that for you or for a fee.
Which out of the Adventurers Guild and this Radiant place, which one would either of those give us stuff like for free or for
so
like
one thing you'll find when doing dealings with the Adventurers Guild, the more accomplished you are with the Adventurers Guild, you'll eventually end up getting discounts through some of their vendors and such. For instance, you'll start off as a copper plate adventurer, no benefits, no nothing. But if you complete 10 copper quests, you become elevated to a silver plate adventurer, getting 10% off of items. Gold plate will give you 20%, so on and so forth. This is also recommended for a lot of people who maybe don't have strictly normal jobs or are looking for adventure type deals, because this is where all of the official quests are pulled through. People commissioned the Adventurers Guild complex. It gets stamped into a metal plate in accordance with its difficulty, and then you can pick up those plates at either taverns or at the Adventure Guild Hall itself. And then that's essentially you accepting that quest. And then you return it upon completion, where then you'll get the pay and everything. Yeah.
And what about the other place?
As Radiant
closed.
Rose, with
The quiet place?
Corsarios with Corsarios being a druid, it depends on the interaction that they have and if they would find his circle favorable, or if they have any particular, let's say, history with his circle. He does not know for sure. He just knows that he's being asked to talk to Lancaster, the archdruid of the circle. So clearly there's some necessity of his to be there. Otherwise, it's likely that they're not going to have a ton of services in terms of, being able to pay for. I doubt they're going to be very seeking of gold in any extraneous way. So you probably would find better offers so long as you're able to speak favorably with them.
All right. I mean, I think that's our best bet.
Right. So then you guys can make your way to the Radiant Rose. Errol, you would know where the rose bush is roughly. So it's simple making your way there. What kind of route do you plan on taking?
I mean, we can just head right there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There are fairly direct routes. It is easily accessible as it wants to be. As you guys make your way through, you guys bump into two fairly large tieflings dressed in heavy armor, one of which wielding a large great axe with a purplish kind of gemstone at its center, radiating some dark aura.
Oh.
They kind of give you a little bit of grief, but more or less just decide to walk along.
Do I know these people?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like normal? Do we gotta be worried? I like the first intimidating. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to sick for this group. I guess. Okay. Sorry, I asked the question again.
Would I have
You do not know them
people?
specifically. It seems like you're not used to a lot of tieflings being in this area. You do know they kind of show they're around as much as any other race could be around. As far as these two individuals, not necessarily. On their plate mail armor, there seems to be a embossed emblem on it. Excuse me, of kind of like curled horns and crossed wings, batty leathery wings.
Ooh, edgy.
Okay.
But as they walk on, they turn into a alleyway, kind of headed towards some of those stalls that you kind of saw earlier.
Okay, before we continue on, can I break away from the party temporarily and try to like stealth and sneak up on those two tieflings?
If you'd like to, yes. Do you want to have any explanation for them, or are you simply just breaking away?
I will just say, wait here, I'll be right back.
Okay. Party, how do we feel about that? As she makes a dash, Errol, I'll ask for a stealth check to see if you drum up any suspicion while doing this.
I was going to say, have we been down this alley yet? Because I got an interesting feature. Just want to know, is there a chance of her being... What are the odds of her being ambushed down there?
Oh.
Like, is it the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you?
That's pretty great. It is, in fact, a dead end. It is technically in the direction of merchants and stuff, but it is a dead end.
She's heading towards a dead end. That seems a bit odd to me, that they would head directly that way.
They may be looking for a merchant.
She's gonna follow behind.
Okay, sounds good.
Got a bit of a
I will
distance.
ask that you roll a stealth check to see if Errol notices. And you notice Matthias and Volknir. Weird shady shit going on. Dirty 20. Errol, I think you probably don't notice as far as your passive perception goes.
No, I don't notice
That's fine for
anything.
this. I'm gonna make tea.
Okay, Matthias makes
Bow!
Volknir has a schism. Cool.
While I'm making tea,
I also
Oh.
I rolled a 21 by the way
Okay,
for stealth.
fantastic.
21.
So you're definitely stealthing. Matthias, I should like tool. Like schism like tool or like
Yeah, schism.
oh right. Okay, right. Took me a second to get that reference. So you kind of get a general vibe from your patron. Just kind of like applauding you for some of the decisions you've made. Saying that this is indeed the kind of general plan that she wants you to go with, and is happy that you're not shirking your duties in new places.
you know, I will cheers an empty sky with the teacup and enjoy my
Fantastic.
Don't mind it.
Great.
I anticipate that if they need help, they'll scream for it.
Fantastic. Okay. Great. So you two go more or less unnoticed.
As they go down this alleyway, it has a bit of a turn.
And they kind of stop there, and you are met with them face to face. One of which obviously brandishing his great axe, the other holding a glaive. Oh, 1 second.
I'm
Brandishing as in pointing it at us.
They are a little taken aback by how quickly you made it there, but yes.
I'm just gonna say to them, oh, I'm sorry. You see, my friend here is
It is
ill,
quite
and I was looking
bold
for a healer.
of you, Shadow's assassin, to be so
Assassin's
open with you walking around. It's almost as if you've forgotten how things went the last time.
Excuse me, Shadow Assassin?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Assassin's Creed.
If you'd like to deny, I would very much be offended. You've killed a few of my brothers. That we cannot abide by.
Hey, let's all just stay calm here. There's no need for conflict.
You hear
I'd
some
like
very
to try to evoke my title, the one that soothes. I'd like to try and cast calm emotions.
great. That is very neat. Okay. I don't. Do they save for that or?
Yes, it is a save throw. It is specifically a charisma save.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
14.
Okay. The one with the glaive fails, the one with the axe does not. So,
The one with the glaive just kind of brings it down a little bit. It's like, boss, not boss.
He becomes indifferent to us for 1 minute, or until we hit him or his ally.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted by Scotty Boy 572 dropping a follow and rolling in with the chat saying, "Como se dice in quotes, my balls itch,
¿Cómo se dice?
en español. ¿Cómo se dice is my balls itch in Espanol?
No.
No, he's asking
No,
how
that's
does he say
how do
it?
you say?
Oh, how do you say my balls itch?
How do you say mis
Los bolas. I don't
Bola.
know. Something.
Well, hopefully that's
Those
not
bolas,
a concurrent issue. If it is lasting longer than 4 hours, I'd suggest seeing a doctor. So, fit right in, Scotty. We're welcome in, Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know? Oh no.
Scotty doesn't know.
That's unfortunate.
Time for a clip where we say Scotty doesn't know. Oh.
Scotty doesn't know. Colin, you know what I'm talking about?
I wish I
think
did.
Kate knows what I'm talking about.
Look, my friend and I here were just going. There's no need for violence.
Me pican los pelotas.
What my friend here is trying to communicate is that she murdered some of our friends. I understand it was for some business with Mirage, but I don't understand. I thought you were much more sneakier than just to be walking around and about. So I think he's confused. I'm confused. He wants to kill you. And it's like, what has gotten into you? Why are you just talking so casually? She killed our friends. Like, I just saying.
Look, a lot of people murder a lot of people. I mean, he gestured then. You two look like you are very capable of killing us. But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
He would gesture towards her. I'm currently with her. I would rather not get murdered, and I can keep an eye on her. If I see her killing anyone else, I will go directly to you. He will be going. He's going to be trying to pull Ari along with him, backing up.
Okay, first of all, roll persuasion.
I'm going to inspiration this.
Fair enough. And Errol, do you feel like piping up at all?
Pleading the fifth.
I will. Do I know who they're talking about? Would I remember these people?
Your title is Shadows Assassin.
Right, but the people that I killed...
You do not know these people. You do not remember killing anybody, especially no one that they would be talking about. You frankly, as far as I know from your backstory, haven't killed much of anybody. You do recall an instance in particular where murder happened around you, but you don't know if that's necessarily tied to this.
Okay, so I'm going to say I'm really not sure what you're talking about. I've killed no one.
Likely story of someone who murdered. We know it was you. You looked exactly like you do now. Minus some difference in clothing, but
Are you saying
kind of looks a little closer, just like
you
not know how
you
to
must be confusing me with someone else.
Style. Volknir, you're getting slandered.
15 on my persuasion check, by the way.
Okay, fair enough. I just look. I am fairly certain I know who you are. If you come near the Brotherhood of Rill again, it will be your end. And if you haven't been murdering people, I would surely ask why someone with your face has.
Listen, there's all sorts of strange magic in these lands, right? Do you think it possible that someone took on my appearance and did these things?
It sounds implausible. Why wouldn't you have just killed?
Because I don't do that. I have some morals. However, if you ever come back here and threaten me,
Do not escalate this. Please.
if you ever come back here and threaten me or my friend again, I'll take your finger off.
Well, that isn't quite murder. Do an intimidation check.
All right.
I
She's
feel like
not
it's only
lying.
Backing up.
That's her intimidation check.
That
I'm
is
right fucking here.
19.
Well, we will be talking with Darius.
You do.
I believe it is best for us to part ways now.
Okay, and then you guys go back to your group of folks. You've now been introduced in some part to the Brotherhood of Rill, and so another group got name dropped. Just to say, if you guys noticed.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadow Assassins?
Well, maybe. Proserius, what did you get notice?
That is one of the, I noticed the mention of I did not quite hear it, but I think Nefarious.
Darius was
Darius.
apparently leader, or at least someone they would be referring to.
Once we are away, we should be talking.
Oh, you know what? Let me retcon that. It's supposed to be Tiberius. That's my bad.
Tiberius.
So
You will
true.
be talking about this later. I hope that you understand that.
Errol, do a quick history check to see if you recall one of the other things that was said. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it be for now.
Okay.
Spicy.
7.
Okay, that's fine. It'll come up later. So then, excuse me, sorry. You guys will resume your way to the Radiant Rose.
Oh, and also on the way as we're walking there, I'm gonna turn to Volknir and say, "Hey, Volknir, I got you some of that shimmer stuff you wanted.
Yes.
Here you go."
Shimmer. Is it okay for me to have?
Oh, definitely.
How much should Volknir take? Put in hand,
The
Volknir.
whole thing.
Just so no one's
Thank you.
confused, the bot is asking for, download Star Trek Fleet Command using my link and reach the goals to support the stream. Use code section 31 to get in-game rewards. I picked it up as a sponsor. I am not doing a fantastic job of supporting it. So if you guys want to give it a shot, play it.
Get the link,
Do
guys.
not do microtransactions on my
link.
behalf, but if you do spend some money, I get some money back. But just have fun with it. I'll probably stream it sometime in the future. But no, I wanted to point it out to make sure. I didn't quite know what I was getting into signing up for it, so I want to make sure people notice. People know.
Yeah. I love
I've done it.
Star
The game's
Trek.
great.
There you go. He supports. He's good. He's great. Thank you.
He's good. He's
Have
good.
Wukong in it? No.
Volknir, yes.
Okay, so you did take it. How much of it did you take? And how did you take it? Volknir?
I told him to take the whole thing. I don't know how much he took.
Volknir. Are the drugs
Scotty
already
Boy
setting
asked,
in?
does Star Trek have Wukong in it?
Yeah, I don't believe it does. Volknir, how much did
I
you
have
take?
Wukong in front of me. I could show him. some Wukong.
Guys, the drugs are already setting in. He's going crazy.
I think you should maybe DM him. I do not think he hears you.
No, I think
I can hear.
He's just ignoring you for fun.
Yeah, he's just having an ADHD tism here, just having a fun time.
It'd be like that. I do.
It do be like that. That is what you see on your trip, by the way. Can you do a Constitution save, please? Riveting.
There you
Okay.
go. There's your Wukong, Scotty boy.
Hey, he's a man who knows how to give people what they want.
Mhm.
Yes,
He knows good game.
I definitely am. I'm trying to get channel points set up, but I'm struggling to get it figured out. Having HD autism, just like us.
Just
Yeah.
a little moment.
Just a little, just a tisket a tasket.
Just
He
a
needs a
tad
picnic
of
basket.
autism. Just a tad of autism. The journey to the west, right?
I leave for a single session. You people gave Vulcan your drugs. Yes.
Yeah.
Who dat boy be Kiryu? Kiryu, who is not feeling very good.
I'm
So
on drugs.
Hello.
it's a tough world out there. Volknir, please do me a favor and roll a Constitution save for the drugs.
Which one?
That'll, if I ever ask you for a save, it's a D20, my friend.
D20. Oh!
Uh-oh.
It's a natural 20.
A natural 20. Okay, fair enough. It kind of does that little thing where, like,
Thank you, Wukong. Thank you, Wukong.
well, I mean, you almost rendered it useless. You know, what's the fun if you're not actually
Well,
tripping?
no, you're just having a good time.
Yes.
I
So
prayed to Wukong here.
you
He
start
gave me
to
what I wanted.
you start to question whether or not anything happened, but what you do feel is almost like a gummy type of effect where, you know, you just kind of relax, you're having a good time. You also see everything looks brighter, but not overwhelming. And you
Yellows are
see
intense.
everyone kind of has this like aura about them, different colors. It kind of trails behind them like a shadow. It's a good trip. It's a decent trip right now. He's just relaxing. It's going fine. Yeah,
Happy.
there you go. Volknir's having a good time.
Oh my goodness, Volknir. Let me know if you meet anybody fun, okay?
Volknir will.
Scotty, I would again suggest seeing a doctor for that. Okay, so
Shout out to Wukong.
we are now making our way to the Radiant Rose. You guys walk your way in. Volknir is in a particularly elevated mood, having a good time. But
Scotty boy, the Minecraft movie? That's crazy.
but wouldn't use words.
Are you
silent
sure
doctor.
that was a doctor?
I'd have to
for
ask.
sure.
Yeah, right. Where was his office?
Yeah, where did his thumb
Her
go?
office could have been their office.
True.
Yeah.
Could have been a yurt. Might not have been an office.
Could have been, dude. It could have been a hut in Iceland. You never know where Scotty boy be.
So true.
Okay.
Anyway,
You come to a fairly beautiful. It almost looks like a well lavish decorated greenhouse with some nice everything about it is just. I cast blur again. Come on.
I believe.
That's why I gotta have manual focus
Come on.
on.
Dude, I'm using just an Elgato. It's like it should be working great. These things are well recommended by the streaming.
This is why I'm using a Nikon. Actually, you know what? You're right. I gotta reset my camera.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Anyway.
Oh!
He's black. And now he's back.
Ah!
Okay. Twisting trees meticulously crafted to basically create this inner sanctum. Everything about it, weirdly enough, no construction, no anything. It's just simple and natural manipulation of plants.
Chat clip that.
As you
Wow.
enter in, there are various different members milling about. There's a sign out that says the rose bush. Plenty of rose bushes abound, filling the area around it. Yeah, how do you guys kind of approach this? How do you introduce yourselves? There are various different peoples.
Any druidic symbols around? Just want to ask.
Plenty. A lot of them denoting like some on different drawers and such, and kind of showing the different herbs or seeds that are in them. You notice people are doing a lot of like watering. There's a small area in the back that seems to be kind of more of a teaching area where the no
There is
no
not.
Scotty no
Well, let's go.
while it is natural and could be used
He's
in
black,
case
you know.
of watering, that is just not how it works here, folks. So even an area kind of like for daycare and teaching where they're kind of bringing up the young sprouts.
Scotty boy.
Oh, Scotty boy, the pipes, something.
He's asking about my private piss drawer. That's mine and mine alone.
There are primarily wood elves, some humans, dwarves, gnomes. It's a pretty big gathering of people. It's clear that this circle in particular has a lot of support given to it. There's lots of food bound, lots of materials made, and there are also posters for one of their members, Harold Greenleaf, who seems to be looking for a position as the new counselor. You've also seen other of his posters around the city, and you've seen posters for another person known by Oriana Silverdust, who seems to be a well-dressed, well-maintained elf, a high elf, with kind of a fair, almost
And
translucent
there's nothing wrong
skin
with
with
that.
blush, white hair.
There's nothing wrong
Not
with
quite
that.
a drow though, even though some of these features are a little on that style.
Well, I would suppose if anyone would be able to give us invites, I need to talk to him anyhow. But perhaps we could try and get an audience with the Arc Druid, Sir Lancaster, I think it was.
Mhm. Are you speaking this aloud or just to your friends?
Quietly, but not full out loud. It is audible if anybody were particularly listening in, I think.
So we can go chat. Sounds like a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm famously good at chatting and getting what I want. So
Fair enough.
Famously.
famous. That's what I'm known for. It's what I'm good at.
So a lady comes up to you, dressed in kind of flowing robes, nice strapped sandals made from a kind of like bark leather, made from repeated rinsing and drying of a certain type of wood that they have in Callias, more fibrous and able to be turned into rope and stuff like that. So a lot of their clothing seems to be made with pure plants, nothing made from animals. And she comes up to you and it's like, "Hello, welcome to the Rose Bush. I am Calliope. How can I assist you today?"
Calliope.
I got a high Calliope. Please don't do anything weird to the universe. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I just want to congratulate you on this whole like grown out of the ground thing. Like this, like don't tell Oberon or anybody in his court, but like it's kind of up there, you know.
She has
Hi.
a bit of a visual confusion with that mention. But
Good. That is the entire point.
great.
I was just wondering, with my friend Kazarios here, if we could get an audience with the Archdruid. I know there's probably like forms to sign and everything, but he was sent from his circle, and we'd really like to chat. And since somebody has just such good architectural skills and everything, like you got this set up so well, I wanted to pick his brain about that a bit too.
I specifically come on behalf of Archduke Lauki.
So you are from another group. Is this a fellow chapter of the Radiant Rose, or is this another group?
It's another group. Archduke Lauki told me that it would be wise to talk to him. I come from Verbena. The waters have dried up.
Yes, I've heard. It is quite a tragedy, and I'm terribly sorry that that is happening. If you must speak to him, I can try to find time. He is currently busy getting things set up for the counselor's ball. As you may know,
Oh, is he going to?
one of our members, very well known, and even in talks of being next Archdruid, should that come to pass, is making the attempt to be a counselor for Callias. Now, he has our full support, and we're very much looking forward to him, and we would appreciate that if you are citizens of Callias, that you give him support as well. Harold Greenleaf. As far as Archdruid Lionel Lancaster, he is a little tied up at the moment. What is it specifically that you are needing from him?
I'm going to swap to Druidic.
Great.
And he is.
None of you guys are going to be able to understand this.
I have been told that he may be able to help us. Archduke Laudi believes that something was stolen from the bay. Something that caused the waters to recede, and he figures that maybe it would be able to help. My friends here want a ticket to the ball, and they figure perhaps he may be able to help us. We help you.
Well, absolutely. I have not heard of anything like that. I do understand that the situation in Verbena is very tense and mysterious, as it is not very commonplace for water to simply recede the way it has. I do hope that could we sorry, 1 second. Could we do like a mute option for languages players don't understand? I think it's fine. I mean, we might do that in the future. I think as of now, people are well able to act in character.
Scotty boy, you're funny. One bear.
100 twinks for sure. Oh. Yeah.
Everybody wins.
True, everybody wins. Let's see.
Oh, I don't think you understand what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to make something.
Am worried.
Should be.
Those drugs be hitting hard. But yeah, so I am what one would consider his secretary. I deal with his ins and outs, days to days, and take in various people. There are tons of people who are looking to speak with him. I do understand that yours is a matter of concern. I am hoping that we can help you out as soon as possible. You mentioned getting into the event. Most people who are attending the event are either members of the Callias Council, are nobles, invited by nobles, or have made a considerable donation. There are some light exceptions, particularly for people who are working for the event, whether it is catering, upkeep, guards. I heard some people are getting quests from the Adventurers Guild. They are really trying to keep a tight lip on it. So it can be difficult to get people in there who are not supposed to, especially this close to the event. Is there a particular reason you need to be at the event? It does not seem to directly correlate with your desired outcome.
He is going to. I'm. His face drops for a moment, but the Archdruid wishes to know as much as he can about a matter of great import to him. I have a reason to believe that the court wizard and various attendees may know more,
Darius? Love Darius.
and being able to get close to them, to speak to them, may be greatly helpful to that cause.
So, have you already spoken to the court wizard?
I do not know how to talk to him. I do not know where to go or anything.
And you think he knows something about the disappearance of Verbena Bay?
No, this is a different matter. Two different matters.
Okay. Sorry, it sounded like something similar.
I just have reason to believe that he is a very knowledgeable and deeply intelligent man. If anyone were to know what I need to know, when it comes to that matter, it would be him.
Well, similarly to our Archdruid, he is busy, but I'm sure you could go to, say, the councilor's building in the north end of Callias, where you can set up a meeting with him. Now, I don't know if he'll
to set up a meeting.
I don't know how likely you are to be able to set up a meeting with him, given his official capacity and the fact that you are new to Callias, you are not familiar with Callias. He, and this is to me no offense, has no reason to meet with you.
Yes. Would it be possible
I can give him a reason.
Oh, hello. I take it you're with him.
Yes.
Please, enough with the threats. Enough with the threats.
I would not worry. I do not feel threatened as of yet. And we have no reason to go across that. I do understand though he's a little bit impaired. Do you need help with him? I don't mean to say this crassly, but does he potentially have a problem?
Yeah, he's just a good time lad.
If it becomes a problem, I would very much like to come here.
Well, we do have clinics for such afflictions. It is an illness after all. Addiction is no laughing matter.
Take me if you wish. A fight you will get.
Well, that does not sound very forthcoming, and such.
You'd be able to set up a meeting for us with Archdruid Lancaster, ideally as soon as possible. You say you are his secretary?
Sure. I will pencil it in. I would say it might take a week or two to get that through. And again, he's very busy this week. There's not much I can do.
If anybody does cancel, would you perhaps be able to notify me?
Are you registered with the guild? Because we can send mail there. Otherwise, if you are staying at a particular inn, we can try to send stuff there as well.
I am staying at what was the name of the inn?
So you were likely staying at the Oakland Inn.
Yeah.
It was either the Checked Inn or the Oakland Inn. Whichever.
I've been staying at the Oakland Inn. If somebody does cancel, I would ideally like to be moved up as soon as possible. This is a rather urgent matter, right? As you well know.
Well, can I get a full name for that? And you may be asked for a retrieval fee there.
You may not get my name, but you may know it. I am Corsarios.
Fair enough.
Yo, Oakland shout out. Thanks, Sasha.
Corsarios, yes. Do you have a surname at all, or is it just Corsarios?
No, I lost that a long time ago.
I don't know what a
Understood.
Is.
Is there anything else I can help the rest of you out with today? We do have plenty of things that could be of assistance or help in any certain capacity?
More battles. Dang.
Can you guys make clothing?
Yes, we are able to produce and make clothing. What are you looking for specifically?
Something nicer, fancier, for a more upscale event.
I take it you are wanting clothing for the ball.
Correct.
Wonderful. Well, situated for you. It might take a little bit longer than you are looking for, unless you're looking to pay a little bit extra. And I say that because our materials are very particularly sourced. And so it does take a while to make whatever you might need.
About how long
Would
would
it
it
help
take?
to have another person with Druidcraft on the board?
Well, we do have plenty of people here, and this is to mean utterly no offense. We do have a specific way of doing it. If you are a part of our druid circle, we would happily be doing this with you.
I'm respectfully, I'm not, and I'm not looking to join either. I'm afraid I'm spoken for in that department.
And that is absolutely fine. We are
But
no
I
issues
do love,
there.
and I'm gonna just start druid crafting shit wildly, like just blooming random flowers.
Some people kind of catch that. It's like, whoa, that's cool. Like a little kid, just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. See, isn't it neat? And you too can learn how to do this for the low price of a college education and a nasty, nasty little contract.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Anyone in chat got any suggestions for how I decast blur or cast focus?
Scotty boy, any dice?
Tiny Kodo, please.
And yes, I am kind of following with whatever the hell you guys are doing, and I am very scared and worried the direction that our audience is going.
Yeah,
I'm not even seeing any of this, which makes all of the conversation that I assume to be chattered even funnier.
Just look at the screen. Just look at the screen. It's on the top right.
I need you to understand that I do not have it open because my device is dog shit.
My device can read chat.
Well, for fun. Yeah, that's
fun. That's what he meant to say. Well,
yeah.
So
as far as this, do we have more things to focus on currently?
Oh, I mean, no,
but
fair enough. I mean, there's nothing in particular. Some people are holding items that are at least a bit magical, but nothing that stands out in a very specific way.
No, like dead body skeleton pointing towards something important.
We hit 11 viewers. Woo!
Yay! How exciting. For those of you in chat, we're trying to get to 50 followers so that way we can become affiliated and that way we can start earning maybe a little bit of money.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell icon below.
Thank you so much, Volknir, for that shout out. I'm so happy that I am completely unable to be seen by my camera, just in a very specific and like focus heavy way.
We need to sell out more.
Actually, we need
to sell out more.
Dude, we need to sell out a bunch more. Down in my panels, in the About Me section or About section for the channel, there is a tip section for donations. If you donate or tip,
drop the dono.
You can basically make me do whatever you want, because I will shill. Because okay. I'm gonna throw a sad story. You showing your tip in bio? Can I? There's a tip in bio. I don't know how to show that.
Scotty, no.
No!
Scotty.
I do not want to show my tip in bio. I have a fiance who would be very
Scotty
mad at me
can't
if I
show
did
his
that.
tip in bio, but he can show his tip in bio.
But one of the people in the chat said they are jokingly saying they want to see my tip in chat or in bio. My fiance, who is in the room with us, is very disturbed.
Nip tips.
Well,
I would like. This is ridiculous. I want to be focused. I need us to focus. Is there just not
Have you tried
enough
turning
light?
it off and on again?
I
I
don't know where my
did.
D20 went. I don't know where my D20. I'd roll.
Anyway,
I'd roll for it, but I don't know
but
where my D20.
if I have been dealing with a concussion these last 3 months, and so I've not been able to work so much. Things have been going fine. We're fine. Everything's good. I
Workers' comp.
want
Workers' comp.
workers' comp. It's going fantastic. These fine people here, I want to pay. I want to give money to for the time that they've been giving to me and to these projects that we've been working on. We're doing stuff for our YouTube channel. We're doing stuff for this. Obviously, I'm trying to stream more and more often. My fiance, one day, I want to get her a house. Also, I've got a wedding to pay for, guys. I've got a wedding later this year that I need to pay for. So if you guys
Those
can,
are expensive.
they are hella expensive.
I don't know what you're talking
Weddings
about.
cost a chunk of
Sometimes you
change.
just go and you get papers, and then you sign papers
Oh,
with somebody
whatever.
around.
We
It's
want
a
to
great
have
time.
That's true.
friends
That's
and
an
family
option.
there.
Have a nice little dinner that you make, and you send a bunch of people home with a bunch of the extra food. It's just a good time.
Yeah,
Let's get our munch on, guys.
I get our Munchausen on. Oops, sorry,
Careful, chat might hear you say that and get ideas.
That's
the
a
hell
wait, Bradley. Sorry, Angel. What are you doing with that?
What the
Hello.
hell, What the hell,
I started fidgeting with a pocket knife.
I just did it.
Okay, fair enough. I will definitely try to get channel points going so that way, we can get it going. Because I want you guys to have have the ability.
Did he cut out?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is our good friend gone forever? I'd be
It
very
does
sad.
appear that he is gone.
At least we have a good look at the map, Kind of.
I'll play Smash Bros on stream, guys.
Smash Bros. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Right? I wanna play some Smash Bros. Right about as far as
Wait, on
the
stream,
half of
guys.
that. Love that.
In my little corner with my name.
Don't worry about that. I'm focused.
Hello, welcome back.
You have a turn. Good.
And it got real weird. So
Uh,
yeah, I'm not gonna move around too much.
your
It
mic
does.
sounds different now.
Second here.
Yeah, much more quiet.
Colin, I'm playing
I love-
Smash Bros.
What?
I'm playing Smash Bros.
That's being cute.
Let
me see
not to end a good party early.
Oh, this is a point. I mean, I think that was a pretty solid session. What do you guys think?
Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you say sleepy? Oh my God,
Sleepy. Fair
Scotty!
enough.
Scotty!
Imagine having an even slightly normal sleep schedule.
What's
Okay.
Scotty say?
Looks like everything. Is my audio fine now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
better.
great, fantastic.
geez.
I'll work on getting channel points going. I actually
Wait,
have
Pichu?
big plans for tip donations and channel points in regards to the D&D campaign and actually being able to impact what actually happens during the stream. So just let me know, or I'll try to figure it out. I really am trying. I'm currently working through stream elements to try to get some of this stuff done, but yeah, getting to affiliate. It's only for affiliates and partners. That's what I thought. That's why
Yeah.
it wasn't working. Yeah. So if you guys really want to help us get to that point, so you get It's, those points that we can use for all kinds of different things. Get us to 50 followers. Share us around. Once we hit 50 followers, I am literally going to do everything I can to make this like my full-time thing. So that means I'm going to be streaming regularly. I'm going to have videos on YouTube going up. I've got ideas for skits pertaining to D&D, video games, stuff like that. And these fine people are also going to be helping out with on their own side of things. We got some people who will be editing, some people who will be doing art and stuff. I've got a lot of great friends who we're going to make this a big deal. We're going to make this a big deal.
I forgot. I still have something I need to do one of these days. Crap.
And that's and different people will have different roles. Some people might just be in the D&D campaign, and that's absolutely fine. Appreciate that. I am actually
I
kind of
ever
getting
managed to get a Nuzlocke going that doesn't suck
Ooh,
really hard.
Actually, if multiple of you guys, we could do Nuzlocks together. Fantastic. I love. Okay,
Nuzlocke
I
are a damn
am
blast.
terrible at Nuzlocks, but I do think they're very fun.
Absolutely same.
Let's go.
So yeah, we'll get something rolling on that. I don't mind sitting in chat for a little bit and kind of talking. I can actually respond to some of the weird things you guys say. But for those of you who are looking to kind of head out, go for it. We had a good session. We almost had a combat encounter or two. Got to meet Finster. Got introduced to a couple of groups. And then let me know independently or even right now if you guys have any notes on the campaign or the session. If there's anything, any issues or anything that I could do better, just let me know.
Awesome. Well, thank you for DMing. Very much appreciated.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I just lost.
I enjoyed myself.
That's the game. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, awesome. So glad to hear Nate's having a good time. Glad to hear you guys are having a good time.
I had a great time.
Yay. And it's definitely still very early in the campaign. I did not have as much time to kind of prepare for today because a couple days ago, my fiance, who works at a group home, one of the people she takes care of decided to take a nosedive out the window. And that happened right at the end of her shift. So we were stuck at the ER for 6 hours and we're there until a little past 4 a.m. And that kind of messed up the rest of my week. So
yeah, that would do it.
Yep. The ladies that jumped out the window is fine. Looks like Haley is out as well, and that's all good. All good.
Defenestration, man. It's an illness. It's an illness.
Yeah. That's auto defenestration. That's doing it to your own damn self.
Well, it's a danger. It's a danger out there, man.
Yeah. Today was very successful. I'm glad some folks kind of discovered actually had a very active stream chat, which had not happened previously, so I'm very excited. I'm probably late to this, but did you guys hear?
Sorry, what?
Kai Cenat, who's a big streamer.
Yeah, I know who Kai Cenat is.
He has his own streamer university that people can enroll in and possibly get a free, like I think 2-week or week-long or whatever it is, experience meeting other streamers, getting to know and learning how to stream successfully. I don't quite know where it's at. I started to fill it out, but like
I'd be down to rep.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. But like, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Might be something I try to do, but I doubt I get into it. Almost like a few million people have applied already, so whatever. But I think it's cool.
It sounds like it will cost you an arm, a leg.
No, that's
and
the
about
thing.
half of your soul.
Free. It's completely free.
Oh.
They cover everything, and I believe they cover the travel as well. I think it would be a wonderful opportunity. I want to craft a life for us, myself, for you guys. I want you guys to be able to work with me on these projects, doing this stuff, so that way we can live the lives we've always wanted to live. For myself, I've always wanted to be in entertainment, do entertainment type things. A lot of the people who are going to be working with me are film majors. Other people are just wonderful nerds that I care for very deeply.
Before I dropped out, I was a theater major.
Well, there you go. So I think we have the skills and abilities to do it. Whether we have to completely raw dog it ourselves without the support of the wonderful Kaya Sinat, or we do get that that opportunity. All that matters is I'm going to be doing everything I can to give this opportunity to myself and to you guys, because I care very deeply about you guys. I love you guys. And I love everyone who is here for today's stream. And I hope that you guys enjoy your day. And I just want you guys to prosper. And he's got the blade again.
Yep. This one is too rusty. I need my other one.
Also, Angel, I am going to do my best. I do apologize if and when I make mistakes. Obviously,
the fact that you're trying is what matters to me.
Yes.
I lost.
Keep in mind, when you throw a blade out, my immediate reaction is, gonna be that.
I've just been fidgeting with it. The moment that you said, "Oh, there's various pocket knives," I grabbed it.
Fair enough. But yeah, so for those of you who are still hanging out with us, let me know what you would like. I can throw out a game and play something, or we can just chat, or we can end it here, and I can spend time with my beautiful fiance, who
yeah, I'm at 6% on the computer.
Oh boy. Well then, I got
I told you I had to charge my computer. It was going up. Now it's slowly going down.
Now, Scotty Boy wants you to play Pichu, by the way. I'll play Pichu. But yeah. So
so bad.
Thank you guys.
Boy, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Next time.
We will absolutely be getting ourselves to affiliate as soon as possible. That way we can get the channel points so you guys can have. Thank you so much. This has been Better in Blue, and I guess stay hydrated.
Peace.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, enjoy. Give us a follow. Share around with the folks. I see 9 people watching, which just it warms my heart.
Oh damn!
And now it's dropping. It dropped so quickly.
That is so quick.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. People are gonna be busy. We're done. So yeah, you guys enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm having fun. This is great. Okay.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay. I will be